more people hack using that techniques. Okay, so let's go ahead and see our blogger. I'm gonna let's see localhost blogger. So this is what we have done until yesterday. Okay, we have done how to edit and delete. Okay, so let's add a blog here just to show. The title of the blog is how to hack Facebook. So this is how I hack Facebook. I hack Facebook using the browser cookies. I get the Facebook cookie which is used to store your profile information and replace uh, my cookie with the one I got, and that is it. Alright, so this is a blog how to hack Facebook. I typed in there, see what's happening over there. It has added it and comes as the first one, so I can edit it. Like say this is what we have done yesterday. For those people who missed it, I'm showing. So I want the Facebook to be capital F there, and I'll say update blog. So it's updated now, you see the capitals, and we have seen the delete too. So are you sure to delete? It asks for a confirmation before deleting it. If I say cancel, it stays there, and if I say yeah, delete it, let's see what happens. It's been deleted. Done. Okay, this is what we are done. Now today's process. Okay, today is we'll see login, very important. How do people do this login registration? What happens after you log in? Okay, so let's discuss these things today, and we'll be done with the class, and that's it, the sessions. So I'll be talking about cookies. It's your task to talk about cookies. You learn about cookies. If you got any problem out there, let's discuss that in the class. Okay, don't say that you cannot really deal with it even before you try. So try it. So that makes our that saves our time. Alright, so yeah, this is what we have done yesterday using CSS. We have styled this. Okay, so let's start it. I'm gonna give here a login and a sign up. Okay, and let's see what we can do over there. So I come here, let's take index page. So I'm gonna copy this. Okay, I'm gonna copy this, and I copied it. We have our header function here. So in the header here, I'll paste this. Paste it. So here is blogger. That's for the link over there, and this is index.php, and this is let's say login. So why I copied it? Because I don't want to style it again. So if I have to type it again, style it again, it may take time. So hence I skipped it. So register.php is register. Alright, so we don't want these. So the code is available too. You guys can download it from Blogger with the date. The reason I put date over there because there's one more Blogger application there which is the previous one. So even today I upload this with a different name. So don't get confused that this is a new file. Okay, so let's see what we got there. So alright, so this is coming up good, except for one thing. So here I'll remove actions. I'll say navbar. Okay, so where is our CSS? So I'll just remove this edit block because we don't really need this edit block and post block today. So and even update block and this and this. Okay, let's go to the CSS here. Okay, these are the styles, so I'll just copy them. Or okay, let me do this. Dollar navbar. Let me copy pasting navbar, and again this, except only one thing I wanted to change there, that's it. So navbar. Oh, am I changing everything there? Why? Okay, so yeah, I'll copy here, paste, and say navbar again, and only this thing I wanted to change. So Control C. So I want to change the color to this, and the background to red. That's the only thing I wanted to change there. So let's see. Oh, there's something. What was the class is this? Okay, here. Yeah. So one more thing here. This. So you can see here. Alright. So yeah, sounds pretty good. Looks nice. So when I click on blogger, it goes to index, and now login and register should be changed there. So all we gotta do is like give a new file, login.php. So for that I'm gonna do again, I'm just gonna copy it. Wanna do again, I don't want to do it again. So maybe in our post blog we have a form. Alright, so I just copy this and paste it here and say login.php. Okay, for styling, how to write this form and do that stuff, I'll suggest going to the previous files, previous videos. So login.php is done, except that here I will give a login. Okay, instead of add blog form, I'll say login form, and here I'll say verify. So verify is nothing but it just checks if the user is valid or not. So this is not title, let's say this is email, and the placeholder is enter your email, and the ID is email. And this won't be text area, this will be what should be this field for password, what type it is. Yes guys, what type it is for the password. Yeah, any answers here? I got one answer here, so let's see. And this should not be add block, this should be login, and submit fine, looks good. Yeah, oh I got 4 answers, nice. Password, okay, it must be password. Alright, so let's see if we are getting the right kind of result over there. So I click on login.php. So there's some glitches over there, let's fix that using styling. Okay, uh, so let's go back to here. So this is the problem here, since then, so when I say I just remove this and let's see. Fair enough, enter your email, enter your password, but I want this login to be there. So what I do here is, where are you? So oops, not this one. I'll take this. So I'll put this entire thing inside another div class equal to login space, let's call it as. So right, so login space, we'll remove this. Alright, so and I'll say margin 0 pixel. What does this margin 0 pixel auto does? Yes, any idea? Any idea what does it do? Yeah, margin auto 0. No idea? No? Okay. Let's see what does it do. So I'll just refresh this. It brings it in the middle. Okay, it just brings it into the middle. That's it. Brings it into the middle of the web page. So one more thing, just one small thing here. Where is it? Here. So I'll give a class equal to text center. Okay, and let's give a HR here. So text center, what it does is, text center, so text align, oops, center. So let's see, decent. And what I want to do here is one more thing. I say margin 0 pixel, padding 0 pixel. Good enough, right? So this is it. Okay, you can again log in and register here. Okay, so you can make them active too. I'll be teaching that later in the later part. So this is it. So now let's do one thing here. You have to write, where does it go, the login file? As soon as you submit, it goes to verify.php. So let's just check with verify.php, does it work any good? So here php, so the first thing I have to do is include lib blog underscore functions dot php. So this is nothing but my verify.php, verify.php. Alright. So here let's see if you are getting the right values or not. So how do you check for it? If yes, how do I check the form values are getting it right or wrong? Dollar underscore post of submit. If you post it, then show array, right? Show array of dollar underscore post. This is how you test them, right? Let's see if you're getting the right values or not. So I'll just type in here something at tutoslive.com and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So I submit. Yeah, I'm getting it, right? I'm getting them. So that's good. So there's one more thing here, let us do this. So since we say it as email, we can use this also, type equal to email. So I'll show you guys what happens if I use type equal to email. So I refreshed it. I'll say Sagar, and see it says there's an error over there. So to check that, it says please enter an email address. That's the beauty of it, type equal to email. So type equal to email will validate if it's a valid email or not. Alright, so let's use that now for that purpose. Okay. So the next task we are getting the right information, there's no error in information. So the next task will be, if it is submitted, then check with the database. Again, validations, it's your job. I won't be teaching you guys validations again because I have already done that. Alright, so as soon as you get the values, you need to check with the database. So this is how you check with the database. So you have an email there, and you have a password there. Alright, now here you have to write the query, as simple as that. Select, okay, you just say star from, we have a users table, we have created that users table. I'll be showing you guys. So localhost php my admin. So php my admin will take me to the database, and here is a blogger, and we have here users table. So all we gotta do is like check with the users table. We already have 3 users here. So what I do is I'll just truncate this. So let's fill with the new information. Truncate users. I'll say go, ask me, yes, done. So I truncated, and alright, so now the table is empty. So select star from users, where, so how do I check? Email equal to bind them, and so I have to check for both, the email should match and the password should also match. That's the reason I'm using an AND condition. If only one has to match, what should be the condition? 1 out of 2. What will be the condition there? Password. Yeah, any answers here? R. Great, great, good job. So now I have to do $db. I have to prepare of the, I have to prepare the query. So this will return a handler, so I have to catch that handler. Then I have to execute that handler using the binded values. So I have bound the email, so now I've got to release it. So email is inside $email, and my password. So this is the tricky one. So do you guys remember, we did not say passwords like that, we are encrypting the passwords, right? So every time you have to check with the encrypted password itself. So MD5 password, we are inserting using MD5, and we have to check that with MD5. Okay, when you're inserting with MD5, you have to check, okay, does this password match the MD5 of the password, because the data inside is MD5 password. Okay, now this will return me if there are results or not, no results. How do I check that? What is the query to check the results? Yes, what is that query to check the results? No answer, guys, come on. Fine, so this is how I check, not fetch, even before fetch. Okay, even before fetch, it gives me this information, handler row count. Okay, if this row count, so how many results will it return if it matches? How many results will it return? Yes, 0. If it matches, how many results? If it does not match, I know it's 0. If it matches, how many results? Any other answers? 2. Okay, so there will be only one result, there will be only one email with the same password, with that password, right? Only one user will be there. So this is it. Let's forget about the success one. Let's take about the failure one. If there are no records with that email and password, I have to tell the user that sorry, invalid email or password. So how do you do that? So that's where the sign comes into play. Alright, so I will store that message in a session so that I can show this guy. Let's see how we can do it. So this is really important. Okay, so I'll go back to my block functions here. So the very first statement in this, to use sessions, it must be session underscore start. You have to type in this function to start using your sessions. This tells, okay, session start. Now you can use sessions, you can store in sessions. Okay, so this is one important thing most of the people forget even before using sessions, that okay, you have to do that. So now here what I do is $_session. This is how I use a session variable, $_session. So here error message, right? Error message, I'll say invalid email or password. So as soon as this is stored, then I have to redirect it, right? Header, where should I redirect? I should redirect it to the login page. Alright, so now in login page I have to show this message. I'll show it here. First I have to check if the session is generated or not. Is set $_session of error message, then only print it, or else no need to print it. So here I'll use p class equal to error, and here I'll print it php echo $_session of error message. So let me define this class error. It's a simple class, let's say dot error, nothing but its color is red, so just that. Okay, now let's see if it's working as per our requirement. So I'll come here. Okay, I'll try to log in this. You see here, invalid email or password. Now I'll refresh this. The message still stays there. I don't want to happen that. As soon as it shows message and I refresh, it should go. So how do you do it? We have a PHP inbuilt function. Okay, as soon as you print it, you say unset. This is how you destroy a session. There's one more function which we'll be discussing. Unset error message. So I'll just do this here. Alright, let's see now. So I refresh, it's gone. I say login again, it's coming there, and I refresh, it's gone. right? So that is how you generate these messages using sessions. Right, so now let's do it. Let's insert a user here. So we can do it using registration form. So I leave that task to you guys. I don't know how well you do it. Okay, so it's up to you guys. I'm inserting it right from here. You guys do a registration form, submit it, insert into your database. That's it. MD5. Do take care of everything, or else wait tomorrow. I'll discuss tomorrow. So it's up to you guys. If you have time, I can discuss registration form in tomorrow's class. So here, coming to the email, sagar@tutoslive.com, and coming to the password, MD5 of, I'll say, Tutoslive. Alright, I'll say go. It has inserted. You can see it here. So it has been inserted. So now let's check it. So will it let me log in? Okay, fine. This case is good. Now what if it has been passed? Okay, it has returned, okay, this user is valid, he can log in. So what should happen is, I want to get the values, whatever the values are there. So how do I get the values? $data equal to $handler, okay, fetch all. You will not remember this, trust me, it's only practice. Whom's are practicing out there will do this as good as me. Fetch underscore soak. Okay, now I have the data. Let's see if we have the data or not. So I'll say show array of data. Okay, if the data is present, it will just print away. If not, it will show the error message. Let's see. So let's come back here. I'll say sagar@tutoslive.com. The password is tutoslive. So I log in. I say login. Yep, great. It has the information. Now what I'm supposed to do is, all I need is these two to be in a session. How to store these two in a session, right? Since I'm getting the data, how do I'm getting a data? The data is in a multi-dimensional array. You see, this is one array, this is another array. So multi-dimensional array. So how do you process multi-dimensional arrays? This is for each $data as $d. Then here $_session. What I do is, I'll make this session as a multi-dimensional array. Why? I'll show you guys just now. $d id. Sorry. So this is an associative array. So $_session of user email, because I want to keep the information in the user session variable. I don't want it to be scattered. I can oops, I'll increase the time here. I want to store the information inside a single, under single name actually. That's the reason I'm making the entire user information into a user session variable. Yeah, I guess I have a problem here. I'm gonna share my screen again here. So Abdul is gone. He's gone long back. Yeah, Taufik is gone long back, or just now? Okay, great, no problem. So yeah, that's the reason I'm taking them in a single user variable as an array. Then it will store here. Now here, since it stored the information, okay, since it stored the information, all I want to do is redirect this guy to the index page. Let's see. You can redirect to anywhere you want, but I will redirect him to index page. Let's see what's happening over there. So here I go back, I refresh. So let me do small experiment here. So where is the information? Firefox, where is the information? Options. So let me remove these cookies. So data choices, no, must be in content, or maybe privacy. Yeah, show cookies. So I'll type localhost here. So because localhost is my server, so there are no cookies as of now. Okay, fine. Localhost, no cookies. So that's good. So now I'll just sagar at the rate tutoslive.com tutoslive. So I'll say login. Yeah, it's index now. So it's coming here. But when I log in, do I really need this login and register when I log in? Do I need it? As soon as I log in, I don't want it. When I log out, I want those login again. Right? So let's do something over there. Let's go back to our header function. Here you see these links are login. So what I do here is php So if is set of dollar underscore session of user. So if this particular session is available, then show me logout. Else show me register and login. Let's see this if it shows or not. So I'll say logout.php. So I'll just refresh this to see if it shows or not. Right? Does it show login and register now? No. This is how they maintain the session. Now let's see. Go back here, options, privacy, show cookies, and say still no. Oh no, where does it save then? Maybe a different name. So these are all my cookies. So this has to store it somewhere. Well, maybe I'll figure it out. Okay, let's figure out later. But yeah, this is how. Now when I press logout, it has to remove the session and show me the same page with the login and register. Let's see. Let's write the code for logout. So even for logout, we'll use the same php include. This is the first statement everywhere. This is nothing but lib log underscore functions dot php. Alright, so logout.php, only one and one statement, as simple as that. Okay, session underscore destroy. People will ask you this in interviews. Oops. So this is logout dot php. They'll ask you, how do you log out a session? This how. So as soon as you log out the session, what you're supposed to do, you have to header, take him to index.php. You guys may ask me, hey, why you writing every time this PHP and PHP? And that's how I am habituated. I always try to embed the HTML into PHP. Okay, so that's the reason I use that. You can use in a single PHP syntax. So I refresh this. I'll say logout. Right? It has come to login. So I say login. Red of tutoslive.com. Say Tutoslive. Right? I want to show who logged in. So how do I show who is logged in? It's pretty simple. By the side of logout here, okay, I'll print his email so that he knows dollar underscore session of where is the email stored. Email stored in this variable. So let me refresh to see. You see here, this guy is logged in. Yeah, any questions here? Yeah, tell me your question if you log out. Come on, shoot me your questions. We're almost done. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Which button? I did not understand. Let me come to class. Oh, in Tutoslive you mean to say? Okay, let me just go to Tutoslive. Or do you mean to say the drop down? Yeah, that is done using CSS and JavaScript. So that is not PHP. So PHP only does to log me out. That's it. Alright, so any questions here? So now I want to do one more thing here. This ad block, right? Only logged in users can do it. So how do I control it? So I go to index. You see here ad block. Where is the ad block? Ad block, ad block. Where is this? Here. Okay. This should not be shown to those people who did not log in. This should be shown to those people who only log in. So how do I check it? If is set of dollar underscore session. So if he is logged in, this variable will be set, right? Session variable. So if the user is logged in, then only show it. The same with my this edit and delete. Let's see. PHP if dollar is set of dollar underscore session of user. Alright, then only show me this also. So let's check it. So I refresh, it's showing now. I'll just say logout. Does it show? No, not even the edit and tell it. So now I log in. I'll say sagar@tutoslive.com. I'll say Tutoslive. So now it does show, right? Edit and delete also. Okay, so tomorrow's class what we do is we register. If you guys want, do you guys want registration too? You guys want me to show registration? So as soon as you register, yes, you register, you get an email. We'll do an email function too. So don't miss tomorrow's class. We'll see. As soon as you register, you'll get a verification link. Okay, and that things we'll do it. So yeah, any questions?